Hunting. The prairies were known to be rich in game, and overlanders counted on being able to hunt for food. They were well prepared. Each adult male was expected to have at least one rifle and a revolver. Additional supplies including shotguns, bullet molds, lead, gunpowder, and assorted knives. The guidebooks advised overlanders to carry these weapons in case they were attacked by Indians, but in fact, they were used far more often for hunting. Each morning, the captain would send out a well-armed party of sharpshooters like Matt Belknap to hunt. During the first stages of the journey, the hunters seldom came back with anything bigger than rabbits, prairie chickens, pheasants, and other small birds and animals. But as they traveled farther west, they could hope for elk, antelope, bighorn sheep, and, best of all, buffalo. Techniques for hunting buffalo varied. Before they got horses and firearms, the Indians would often stampede a herd over a precipice and then finish them off with bows and arrows. A hunter armed with a rifle might walk within a few yards of the buffalo, and if it did not catch his scent, he could fire off after a round of bullets. And as you can see here, there's a lot of nonfiction text features as well, and at this point you know they're going to be able to support your learning. The buffalo, which could be up to 10 feet long and weigh as much as a ton, would simply stand there with a dazed expression and then drop to the ground, stone dead. More adventurous hunters might ride into the flank of a stampeding herd, singling out one buffalo, and aim for the spine in hopes of feeling it with a single shot. Travelers like the Larkins particularly prized the meat of buffalo cows, the bulls being regarded as too tough and stringy. The hump would be roasted, the tongue braised, and the marrow bones baked in coals of the campfire. Meat that was not eaten fresh would have to be preserved by the traditional Indian technique of jerking. Cut into thin strips, it would hang over a smoky fire for half a day or dangle from the back of the wagon to cure. If there was time, the hide would be cured, so eventually a pile of robes might lie alongside the family store of blankets. Early overlanders like the Larkins tried to use as much of the buffalo as possible, just as the Indians did. But as overland travel became more common, this changed. The earliest overlanders reported seeing the plains black with buffalo, and they lived in fear of a deadly stampede. Within a few decades, however, as more and more overlanders killed for sport rather than for needed food, the commercial hunters killed for the hides. The once vast herds were nearly exterminated. By then, overlanders had other food sources, but the Indians had lost their traditional hunting forever. And once again on this page too, as I just mentioned, you can see there are some great nonfiction text features which you will have to identify.